Hi, Mark. No, you may need to send your login. I don't actually have a copy of that in my. Maybe one of our other guys have gone in there and done something, but I don't. So, um, okay. Problem with this right here in mobile is the width of your tables. It's an inline style that's been sort of added to the table. So you're right. It is a problem with that, and it's right here. See this style left, top, all that. That right there. You're going to need to go into your code view. Okay, and remove those widths. What happens is this is called an inline style, which is fine and dandy, but when you're using a width and a position of absolute and left, that's when it becomes a problem. What you're saying is the width of that column should be 24% no matter what. So guess what? When you're on a device this wide, 24% isn't so bad. When you're on a device this wide, that's exactly what you're seeing is 24% wide. So this particular container right here, I'm going to pull my inspect element. You see how this, if I hover over this here that says here's your column of 6 and its width is set to 24%, it's only going to show up 1/4 of the page. So you have to remove that 24%, right? And look what happens. Suddenly that column pops out again just like you want it to. Okay, and then up here it should look more like this, but you have to change the other 24% as well, and they should line up. If you're using a column of, well, here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Column small 6, you don't want to do that. You want to change this one up here to a 12. You want to remove all of this. You want to change this to a 3. You want to change this to a 3 down here. Okay, so basically what you're now saying is, and this one here to a 3 and this one here to a 3. Grids are made up of 12. So if you have two 6s, that means you got 12. That's 50% of the page width, right? And you're overwriting it by saying you only want it to be 24%. You don't need this at all. You don't need any of this stuff here. What you do need is change your column small 6s to column small 3s, and you should be fine and good to go on that account there. Yeah, I do see a problem right here in your audio page, and that is in the code. We got the P class, and you have a height assigned to the paragraph. Basically, you're saying no matter what device you're looking at, I want this paragraph to be 409 pixels tall. Now, the same goes with your image right here. I'm going to suggest you remove the height of 353 and the width of 422, and instead add a class. In this class where it says auto style 1, put your cursor right here after the auto style 1, put a space, and then type in img hyphen responsive. img is image hyphen responsive, so img hyphen responsive. I'll put a copy of that in the ticket. Okay, and just to get you through the tickets, and like I said, you may need to want to send me a link to download. I can just blast through and give you a better video demonstration, but now that I've shown you what some of the things are, maybe that'll be enough to help you out. Maybe not, but like I said, I don't have your login information. At least I couldn't find it. But open up your library components infobox carousel, the CSS, and the infobox carousel.css file. Okay, and probably write down around, I think, a line right, oh, where is it? Let me just find it right here. Button styles. That's the color right there. That's that dark blue color. You need to find another hex color and plug it in where the 0027FF is. If you're not sure where to do that, hex color, my favorite Google search. That'll bring you to the hex-color.com, and then you can use any one of these tools to find a color that's sort of similar. Click it, and then you can sort of, find different variations which you can copy. Let's say you want to go with something really bright. You can, there we go. That's the color right there. Copy that into the style sheet.